Hello everybody, welcome back to another Adobe Premiere Pro 2020 tutorial, guys. In this one, I'm going to show you how to make text in like seconds. If you want to add text to your videos, you used to have to go through quite a process where you would go to File, and then you go to New, and then you'd have to create title, and now they call it Legacy Title. Just a heads up, the old school way of doing things is still around, but it's very cumbersome and it's time consuming, and I'm going to show you a better way. You'll see here, I've got some stock video footage here of a pupper dog, and he's just getting kind of sleepy, if you ask me, right? He's going to have a nap, right? So I'm going to write in here, oh, puppy dog is tired, or doggo is tired, right? Beautiful dog, by the way. That snoot needs a couple boops, but that's besides the point. So to add text, really, really simply, guys, and this is kind of almost too simple to even make a video about, but here we go. You know, you've got your selection tool by default selected. Just go down here to your type tool. Make sure you select type tool, not vertical type tool, unless you want to do some up and down typing. And presto, you've got a type tool. Now all you got to do is pick the part where you want to put in the type. So I'm going to put it right here when he closes his eyes. I've got the type tool selected, and then I'm going to type it up in the top left quadrant here. So I'm going to just left click, and then I'm going to write doggo is tired. Okay, perfect. There we go, guys. Now, this, for some of you, that is probably all you need to learn because, you know, you just want to put a basic bunch of text in there. But again, some of you guys are going to want to change fonts and you're going to want to do a bunch of other stuff. So if you want to come down the rabbit hole with me a little bit, let's go. All right, cool. Into the hole we go. So the next step here if you want to modify this some more, is you'll notice that I'm in Effect Controls. It might be somewhere else on your computer, depending on what your screen's set up. If you don't see it, head up to Window, make sure the check mark besides Effect Controls right there, boom. So we go into Effect Controls, and when we're in there, you're going to see a line that says Text, and then it's got what I wrote in it in brackets, which is great. Now, the little triangle on the side there, or the chevron, we're going to left click on that. And as we drop that bad boy down, now you're going to see we can start making some changes. First change I made, pardon me, is you can change the font. Most people default to Minion Pro as the beginning font because I don't know why, but that's what the hell they've chosen. But it's not really a favorite of mine, so everybody's got their favorite fonts. I'm going to select one that I like. I like Helvetica Neue, for example, and I'm going to go with a light. Okay, doggo is tired. Perfect. That looks pretty good. A couple other things here. You can change it, bold, italic, thin, regular, depending on the font and what the font allows you to do. Helvetica Neue has quite a few options, so that's kind of why I chose that one. Here's a big one. Change the scaling. That if you want your wording to be bigger, well, there you go. All right, cool. And then you can always switch over to the program panel. Notice that I have the selection tool, and I can just move it around till I like it. Let's say I like it there. Okay, cool. Other things you'll notice here is you have all of the justifications. If you want to write a line or center it, if you want to do all those friggin' leading, kerning, baseline shift, all that crap stuff, tracking, it's all here, guys, so you can make those changes. I don't want to go into all of the details with you, just because that's it's a different tutorial. And you know, things like faux bold or italic or whatever the hell, these are all in here too, so just keep that in mind. But here's the bigger ones, is the appearance, the fill. A lot of times you get a default white, and maybe you don't want white as your text color. I'm going to left click on the fill, and I'm going to say let's go with some sort of dark blue. Why not, right? Let's just see what it looks like. We want dark blue, and it doesn't look good at all. But whatever, that's okay. I'm just doing a demonstration. And in this dark blue text that we just changed, I want to add a stroke. So I added a white stroke around it, as you can see here. So it's got a little bit of dimensionality, and maybe I want to increase that a little bit. So I popped that up into like, sure, 7 pixels. I don't even know. And a couple other things, guys. If you want to add a shadow just like that. And if you want a background, you can do that too. A lot of times you want that if you can't get a good contrast on the colors of the font. So again, I'm just sort of rambling these things off here, but let's say we want a red background. Okay, we've got a red background now, and we want it to be 100% in terms of opacity. Now we actually want it to be larger, so we want to increase the size, and you'll see here that we've got a little bit of space on the edges here. So there you go, guys. This is really all there is to it. You can do things like scaling, and you can do things like changing the position here, all stuff that you should be able to, you should know how to do. Rotation, hello, 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 and opacity and all that other good stuff, guys. But that's how you add text in seconds in Adobe Premiere Pro 2020. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I've got a ton more stuff coming up. Stay tuned. Thanks.